Hi everyone, Dr. Sandra Medici here. I'm so excited to be with you on Valentine's Day. What a great day to have a Monday on. Unless you are planning on going out to dinner or something like that, you probably didn't want to have to go to work today. But I'm really excited about joining you to talk about 3 tips that you can use to build your brand authority. And what a way to start off the work week with some tips that will really take you into the rest of the year. So this is going to be a very quick live, and I haven't been on LinkedIn Live in quite a while. So hey to all of my LinkedIn family over there, and I'm also streaming live on Twitter and YouTube Live as well. If you haven't had a chance to follow my brand new YouTube channel, at the very end of this live stream, there will be a contact page. Make sure that you can hop over to all of the social channels that I am on. And if you're not following there, I do create a lot of different content on different channels. So it's not always the same stuff. So that's why I always encourage people to follow me on multiple channels, because it's not always the same content. Getting right to it, like I said, today, I wanted to talk about 3 tips that you can use to build your brand authority. I am always talking about content creation, marketing strategies, social media marketing, and up-leveling your visual design in your business. If you're a personal brand or you have a small business, I am definitely somebody that always wants to help out female entrepreneurs in that space. So let's get to it. So first tip is to post about topics that you want to be known for. So that actually is something that I have always kind of resonated with me when I listen to Gary Vee, right? Always post something that you want to be known for. If you're posting about other different topics that you really just kind of don't want to be associated with, that's not going to build your brand authority in that specific space. So make sure that on your social media channels and on your website, your blog, wherever it is that you're posting, maybe on Pinterest, to drive traffic to you, that you are posting content that makes sense for your brand. And building your brand authority means posting on topics that are going to generate that sort of kind of bubble around you, whether it's you resharing somebody else's content that is in the same subject matter, or what is my second tip is generating your own content in that space. So tip number 1 is to make sure that you're posting content that makes sense for you to build your brand authority around that particular topic or industry. Second is to start developing some sort of speaking topics that you are the voice of, so that it's not just other people hearing other voices, but it's your voice being the authoritative one on that specific area. So when I think about developing speaking topics, it really kind of is like, think about 3 buckets that you can kind of put your expertise in, and then you can branch into much larger areas. I think a lot of times we think about niching down, which is a great way if you're trying to grow in a specific area really fast. But it does sometimes hinder you at some point, because you may have grown out of that specific niche, or your audience may have grown out of it. So you want to give yourself just a little bit of leeway, so to wiggle room is what I call it sometimes, to make sure that you're not stuck after you have evolved into the next phase of your business or your brand. So number 1 is to post about topics that you want to be known for. Number 2 is to develop speaking topics that you are really comfortable with presenting your expertise, your perspective, your opinion on in that same industry and those topic areas. The third thing, which I think is really, really important not to forget, right? And that is when you are developing those speaking areas, those speaking topics, and you're posting on social media, you don't want to get into a place where you are missing something, right? Like you're like, oh, this is great. I've got stuff that I'm posting on, and oh, I've got stuff that I'm like being heard about. And then you also forget what the reason that I actually got on LinkedIn today, which is that you're forgetting to connect with the people inside of those spaces, right? And so I think that my phone is buzzing. That's why I just am looking down. So I apologize for being distracted. But I think it's really important to connect with people in that space. So if you are trying to become an authority in a particular area, you cannot ignore the people who are already in that space, right? So you want to be thought about in those circles, in those conversations, like, hey, who would be good for this LinkedIn audio event? Who would be good for this Clubhouse event? Who would be good for this conference? Who would be good to be a keynote speaker at this particular event? So thinking about how you want to position yourself and be surrounded by experts in that same field, right? So you are connecting with those people. So you want to, number one, post about things you want to be known for. Two, create speaking topics that you are comfortable with being authoritative in your knowledge and the presentation of your expertise. And then number three, connecting with people in that space so that you are thought of in that circle, in that bubble that you're trying to present yourself as an expert in. Make sure that you are connecting with people who are already there and that you are building those relationships. You're making those foundational relationships so that you're in the conversation, even when you are not in the room, right? People are like, hey, she would be really good for this. Or have you ever heard of so-and-so? I watch her stuff. Or maybe we should think about outside the box. Who have you been hearing about recently, right? Your name needs to come up in those circles. And the best way to do that is to connect with people who are in that particular niche, that topic zone, that industry that you are trying to be known for as well. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody who is celebrating with someone, yay. To everyone who is celebrating themselves, yay. To everyone who is celebrating their families. My husband gave me this today. Okay, okay. Now this is a little bit stereotypical because, you know, Californians, we've got our avocados, right? But I love me some guacamole. So he has given me this avocado. It is an avocado. And it says, you guac my world. I know it's super silly, but it's super fun. And it's like gummy candy heart. So yes, he knows me. So I wanted to share with you one additional thing that I wanted to invite you to. So I want to share with you this screen, which is coming up on the 21st, which is it's basically in 1 week. On Monday, the 21st at 11 a.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be doing a LinkedIn audio event with Raquel Boras. She's the CEO of True to Your Branding and founder of Rack Vision. We're going to be talking about mindful social media, top tips for business owners. So make sure you click onto the description of this live stream because I have posted the link for you to, for you to be able to RSVP to that LinkedIn audio event. So I am personally inviting you on this Valentine's Day to show up and bring your questions as well. If you click into the RSVP of the LinkedIn audio event, you will see another link if you want to go in and post questions. I have a complete, like a different form. If you want to submit your questions early for us to answer during that LinkedIn audio event. I am so excited to be talking with Raquel and for her to be talking about her 17 and under social media platform that is supposed to be much more mindful as far as the posting goes for that specific age group. And we're going to be sharing some of the things that she has learned along the way with building her business as well. So definitely tune in to that LinkedIn audio event. I'm excited to be a beta tester for LinkedIn audio. And, there's so many great things in the works and to come. If you haven't had a chance to hop over to my website, my shop, you can go to shopcollegeofstyle.com and it's on the details that I'm going to put at the very end of this live stream. But I have a 1-day only sale happening right now. It's 25% off if you are purchasing online courses. So if you've been waiting for this day to buy one of my online courses, either in online course development, leadership principles, polling with purpose, content creation strategy. There are a number of online courses. Some of them are mini courses. Some of them are longer, like 8-week courses, but they are all self-paced. They are 25% off today only on Valentine's Day just for you. And the details are on this contact page, which is at shop collegeofstyle.com. And I also want to invite you to join the community, which is at collegeofstylecommunity.com. You can always feel free to pop over there and join for free. And I hope that you have a very, very safe, happy, and healthy Valentine's Day.